Pum, 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 pum. I don't know why it's doing that, but on my side, it's all. We'll wait until we get an audience member to tell us what's wrong. Don't want that to happen. See. Do do do. Yeah. Well, that stinks. Yeah, was it like that? I can't see nothing. So, see here. Don't expect it to be that way. So, do do do. I don't know why it's like that. Oh. Why I don't know. Oh, we got 3 watches. Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna just hold the phone in a live stream because it's just doing something weird. I don't get it, y'all. Can y'all answer me one question? Am I dark on you guys' side? Because like on my side, it's like showing some orientation is locked, remote. I don't know what that means. So, but anywho, we're out here, Ochoco Reservoir, trying to catch some fishes for y'all. So far this morning I've missed a couple fish, but the fishing has been pretty slow so far. Oh, let me go like this. Or not, but I'm trying to. Oh, nice. You guys coming down to Ochoco Res? That's cool. Right on. But yeah, y'all. Cool. That's right on. Anytime you can go fishing, that's a plus, in my opinion. That means you're coming all the way out here. That's depending on where you're from or where you're living. Like me, I live all the way in Warm Springs. I have to travel quite a ways to come out here to fish. I was fly fishing earlier, but the wind and everything, and so I just decided to put it away for the moment and throw power bait and worms for now, because the only serious that I've gotten so far is on worms. Last live stream I done from here, I didn't have very good views, so I cut it short. But anywho, I'm still trying to figure out why it's doing what it's doing when I have it sideways like this on my end. I can't figure that out. Yeah, so here we are. We got 2 baits out, or 2 rods out. Hopefully we're going to catch a couple fish today. They did just stock Haystack with some fish, y'all. Can you guys hear me okay over there? Give me a thumbs up if you can. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. My volume should be all the way up. So, But we'll give this live stream a little while, and hopefully we'll catch a fish or two. Sweet, thank you, I appreciate that. Um, Hopefully we'll catch a couple fish for you guys. Basically what we're doing is we got a floating worm out there, a slip bobber. Basically what I done to make that particular slip bobber was, I'll show you what I done. Well, I won't show you exactly what I done, but I'll show you the floats that I made them out of, if I can find them. I probably should have, I was going to show you guys, I probably should have had them out, but I wasn't thinking, I didn't know if I was going to show you guys or not, but, well, I'll show you guys another time, I think, I guess. When I roll it in, I'll just, I guess I'll show you that way. And basically what it was I took them clip-on weights with the, or clip-on floats with the weight on them, and I basically took it apart, took the weight off there, took off both ends, and then took the trout magnet plugs, pegs, and I put them into that cork, or it's not really a cork, it's more of a foam or something like that. And so done it like that, and just put it in both ends, and then now it's a slip bobber instead of a clip-on bobber. Y'all, it's been a pretty slow morning. You guys got any questions you guys like to ask? I'm always good for questions if you guys got them. Oh, okay. Prineville and Redmond. Good, good, good. I'm glad it sounds good. I'm appreciative of that, because I'm not really a big tech person, so when it comes to all this tech and then it don't do what I want it to do, I get frustrated. Makes it a little bit frustrated for me. I need to, maybe I need to take a tech class or something and learn how to be more tech savvy. I don't know. But I'm out here having fun. Give you a shot of the reservoir. It's supposed to be like warmer than what it is today, but so far it's been pretty chilled, pretty windy. Where I normally fish is covered in water. Where I usually do a lot more of my fishing out here at Ochco Res. But I've just fished this whole stretch this morning, and I've only had like 2 bites so far. Looks like the sun's trying to peek out a little bit. So I would say it's looking pretty good. I mean, if it was a little warmer, I wouldn't be too disappointed. I actually brought 5 rods down. I use 2 rods, and the 2 rods I have to have a 2-rod license in order to use 2 rods. So, and I've got that, of course. It's always important that if you're going to be using, more than 1 rod, that you make sure that you're legal and stuff like that. So why not? Earlier I was throwing a worm and a bobber, and then I was throwing the fly rod. So basically the power baits I got on right now is I got this corn scent dough bait, and then I got this salmon peach egg. I've had a lot of luck on this over time here, and now I've got worms as well. Not a whole lot of action from anybody this morning that I've seen. I haven't seen a whole lot of people catching anything. So I feel blessed to have had the bites I've had. But I think as the day wears on, the fish are going to get more active, going to catch more fish. It's just, I meant to go live at 10. I just wasn't really paying attention, and I wasn't really set up to go live at 10. So it's a little bit later than what I normally would. Last week in that Prineville Reservoir, just slayed the fish last week on the fly rod and on worms. I was kind of hoping to sometime today I was going to get enough bites to get rid of that worm that I have on my hook and then throw on a gulp minnow, but it's just been that slow today. And the one fish I did have, I lost. Unfortunately, it gave me my worm back. Most people will be like, I don't want them to steal my worm. Unfortunately, it gave me my worm back, so I haven't put on the gulp minnow yet. I was just set up for a worm and a bobber when I got here, so I threw that out there. Are you guys bored yet? I gotta ask. So I'm gonna go ahead and reel in this, and I'm gonna show you what I did to that. Just to, because it's where I wanted to reel in at, and there's a lot of weeds and stuff like that floating around right now out here. All right, so this is the float that I've got here, and so is what I done. A lot of people will recognize that float, and it's got a clippy on both ends, and then it's got a weight on one end of it. So I took it off, and then I took these trout float pegs for trout floats, and so basically what I did was I put one on each end, and then I put a float stop at the top up here. Up here, I put a float stop, and then I put a bead for my float stop right there. And so now when it hits that float stop, it'll stop it at the depth that I want it to be. And then below that, I've got a pinch on sinker. Yeah, below the float, and then I got a worm and a circle hook. So that's basically what I'm running right there for the worm setup. I've tried way out there. I've tried in close, and it's just I think it's just a slow bite day for right now. I'm certain it's going to pick up because, you got to be confident when you're fishing. The water level is surprisingly getting higher all the time. Like I said, the area where I normally stand is covered in water. So yeah, the levels are definitely coming up, which is great. But with them getting ready to start pumping water out, they may already be pumping water out. But it's higher than I expected it to be. Let me just put it that way for you guys. I was expecting to fish in my normal area, and it's only like 6 inches of water above it. So if I was to fish that area, I'd have to wait out there, and I don't feel like getting wet. Not with this chilly that's been all morning. Plus side is what I'm going to tell you is Haystack is full of water. They just stocked it with fish. They stocked it with trophy trout. So it should be getting better by the day, I think. So every day that it's got fish in it, the better the fishing is going to get there. Because like they said, they drained it this year, or at the end of last year, I guess, to do some dam work, and now it's got water. So you can't really complain about that, right? It's got water, and now they stocked it with fish. They did stock it with them trophy trout. So you guys, go check it out. See if you can't catch a couple of them. Prineville Reservoir levels are getting better, but it's like anything else. I'm at Ochco right now, so the water levels have came up here, and definitely the last weekend when I was at Prineville, it was definitely up again, up some more. So Yeah, guys. I was thinking about maybe trying to catch a bass, but the water levels are still kind of cold. So that means you would have to fish it pretty slow to get a bass right now. Um, all next week's supposed to be warmer, so if we get the weather that I'm thinking we're going to get by next weekend, the bass fishing should pick up, y'all. So I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to go do any bass fishing next weekend, but it should be picking up. This weekend or this last week, it was kind of up and down weather, but next week is definitely on the up climb. So I guess if I wasn't so lazy, I could try getting a bass today. But and really, when you think about it, being that I've been fly fishing all morning until I started doing this live stream, I was fly fishing, and that's you have to work to fly fish. So it's not that I'm really lazy. It's just that I'm not ready to put on the um, drop shot because I'm not really a drop shot. Oh man, we just lost 3 watchers. I'm not really a drop shot kind of guy, y'all. So I would just assume not put on a drop shot. Oh man, now we up to 0. That stinks. Hey, all right, we got another look. Got another watcher right now. I just got quiet because it showed that there was no watchers on. So I'm like, yeah, why am I talking? Now that I've got somebody watching again, I can start talking again. Of course, there are other fishermen out, so they're probably looking at me like I'm crazy sitting here talking, which is fine. I mean, if you're going to be talking to nothing, well, technically it's not nothing, but you're sitting here and you're just talking and talking and talking, and people are going to start thinking you're a little bit crazy. But yeah, that's what I get for being a YouTuber, huh? Yeah. So I'm hoping. I'm hoping it picks up. I probably should have been soaking power bait all this time. I just, I don't know. Just wasn't feeling power bait. I was hoping to avoid using power bait, but because it's been so slow, I figured, well, why not throw it out there and see if we can't get a power bait bite. Like I said, we fished this whole stretch this morning, all the way from way down that way, all the way to here. We haven't fished none of the dam yet today. And I don't know if we will fish the dam. We might. Depends on the wind, because the wind's blowing right at the dam. And so trying to cast my flyer out into the wind, I can do it. It just makes it a little harder to do, when you got the wind hitting you in the face the whole time. I'm gonna maybe give that bait rod or the worm rod a... Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you do have to talk to the fish. That is for sure. Ah. Yeah, sometimes you gotta say, here, fishy, 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 fishy. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. So this week, somebody asked me somebody asked me, when do you know if you got too much fishing stuff? or something like that. I told him, well, when you can't take it all fishing with you, that's when you got too much. That's when you have too much fishing stuff, is when you can't take it all with you when you go fishing. But to me, that's not true. A fisherman can never have too much fishing stuff. Um, it's just the way it goes. You can't have too much. I've got so much fishing stuff that I'll never even use. But the stuff that I use constantly, I can never have too much of. And the stuff I probably won't ever use, I don't have too much of. I'll keep accumulating as much fishing stuff as possible, because that's the fisherman in me, and you never know when you're going to use that particular stuff. So there are lots of places to fish and lots of ways to do it, for sure. I don't know how well you guys can see that big old clump of grass right there, or gunk, or whatever you want to call it. I've been dealing with that all day, fighting with all that stuff all day. Especially fly fishing. You go and you cast out there, and then you pick up some stuff on your recast, and you got to take it all off, and it kind of messes you up sometimes. So, but yeah, it's just a fun time being able to fish and share my day with you guys in YouTube land. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this kind of content. Sometimes I get good views on these kind of videos, and sometimes I don't get views at all. So, but. Next weekend, I'm not so sure where I'm going fishing yet. I've been wanting to go back out to Lake Billy to try and get some more kokanee and bull trout, but I don't know. May not do that. I may go try Haystack, being that it's full and there's fish there. I may land up going there instead. I don't know. It just depends, like with the wind at Lake Billy. Because when I go out there, I want to take my boat out, my little 12 or 14-foot boat out, and try that. I want to do that before it gets too hot and you get all them powerboat people, and big wakes and all that other stuff. So I don't know. Maybe one of those things. Sorry, there's not a lot of action on this live stream. Not catching too many fish, but that's kind of the way it goes sometimes. Last time I was out at Lake Suntuscus, you guys know how big a chatterbait is, and it's meant for bass fishing, right? Well, I was out there last time. I made a video out there, and I recorded it, and then I went to go clear out spot on my SD card so that I could continue recording for the day, and I deleted that part. But anyway, the thing was I was out there fishing for bass, even though it was kind of cold and stuff, and I had trout hitting my my chatterbait, but the chatterbait was just too big for the fish, the trout. So I couldn't hook them, but at least, you know, it was fun watching them, you know, 10-inch trout try to eat my big old chatterbait, because the chatterbait's a pretty big bait. Um, that's always fun. Um, let me, yeah, that's fishing right. You guys let me know if you guys want me to do a tutorial on how to use a bait caster, because I've had some requests for it, and then so I've been thinking about doing a how-to on using a bait caster. So if you guys would like to see that, let me know. I'm gonna do it. I just don't know when. So yeah, it would be difficult to start a fire, um, and start a fire to make tacos. Yeah. Well, I'm not making tacos today, so I'm not gonna have to worry about that too much, I don't think. Yeah, those tacos, fish tacos we made out here that one time when we came out here was fun to do. It was it's always nice, you know, to do different things for you guys, and especially on a live stream, because it's more interactive stuff with you guys watching videos. Because then you guys can comment, and then I can talk back, you know, read you guys' comments and stuff like that. So it's always fun. Um, one of these days, we'll do another catch and cook. I just don't know when. I didn't bring no cooking stuff today, so and before we know it, it's going to be too hot out here, and they're going to cut us off from doing any fires. So I like doing the catch and cooks in the wintertime when we're allowed to build fires and stuff, and not having to use uh, gas and stuff like that. See all this weeds and stuff getting on my stuff, messing me up a little bit. They got all that gunk from the reservoir. So hopefully next weekend, we'll either be at a place I haven't done in a while, which is Haystack Reservoir, or maybe Lake Billy for some kokanee and bull trout. I'd like to learn how to get them browns as well out there, but I haven't done a whole lot of luck either on anything out there than bass years ago out there at Billy, but I don't fish it that much either. So you got to fish it more, I think, in order to learn it and have better luck. So what kind of videos would you guys like to see? That's another question. I know I've been asked to do Chinook on the Columbia River this year, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to go all the way that far to do fishing this year. And really, you know, with that being said, traveling for me, really, I shouldn't even be traveling this far away from home right now. I just financially, it's a struggle right now. But you know, I have to put out content being a YouTuber and stuff, and I have to make videos for you guys. Well, I don't have to, but I like to. So traveling and making videos and stuff is kind of what a YouTuber does, and sometimes, money situations are better than others. And right now I'm just in a lean time, you know, but that's life. You're gonna have uh, times where you got plenty and times when you have little. So, I've been blessed to be able to, do this YouTube stuff for as long as I've been doing it. It's almost 4 years. It'd be 4 years in June. So, which is cool. And, I've got plenty, got some subscribers, which is you guys. And I'm very thankful for that. Um, you guys like the content and you guys are following, and, I'm getting good ratings on my videos that I'm putting out, so that's always a plus, to know that you guys are enjoying the content and getting good views on all the videos and stuff. So that's always a plus. Um, so I thank you guys for all that. If it wasn't for you guys, it wouldn't be possible for me to put out videos and stuff like that. So that's always, thank you guys. Thank you guys a lot. Yeah, fuel's definitely going up too. So that's going to make it a little more harder to be able to travel to go fishing too. You know, um, but it's just it's just a fun thing to be able to do. Entertain you guys. Maybe help you guys learn to catch more fish. I don't know. I mean, it's just an experience for me to be able to do it. And to be honest with you guys, since I was a kid and growing up in Missouri, you see these fishermen on TV, and the dream as a kid, was growing up and being able to do that. But instead of doing it on TV, we got this platform, this really cool platform called YouTube that we can actually go out and shoot videos. And this is something I never dreamed of, never thought in a million years, I'd be able to do, just because, the people who were putting out content back then were people who were established, bass fishermen. They spent all those years fishing professionally, building up their brands, to where I've only known about YouTube for 6 years, and 4 years of them I've been a YouTuber. And so when I first found out about this thing called YouTube, I didn't even know how to click subscribe, like, and all that, and comment. So I was watching these videos, and I was wanting to do all this, like, subscribe, and stuff like that. And I asked my wife, how come I couldn't do all that stuff? And then she's like, oh, well, you got to have an account. You got to do this and that and this. And then I'm like, well, no wonder why I can't. So she set me up an account and showed me how to do the like and subscribe and all that stuff. So then I was able to start following other YouTubers, and then it took me 2 years to finally be able to get a camera so I could start making content and put out. And the first video I ever put out was a sturgeon competition between my daughter and I, and we did catch one sturgeon that day, and I lost to my daughter. And I've only beaten her one time in one of our sturgeon contests between the two of us. And of course, she's 20 now and got a kid of her own. But that was always fun, because ever since she could remember, she's always beaten Dad at sturgeon. And so that was her favorite fish to fish for, was sturgeon. And so we would always have that sturgeon competition before I became a YouTuber. And now that I've been a YouTuber, and she's done a lot of work for me, showing me how to do all this stuff. And it's thankful to her that she showed me how to run the camera, how to set up the stuff to do the YouTube and everything like that. So, because she's, grew up in the time where technology was really a great thing. They taught them that in school. So, because of that, I was able to to learn how to do content and stuff like that. So now I do the editing. I go out, I shoot the videos, I do the editing and all that stuff. So all stuff that thankfully she knew how to do to show me how to do all that. So and now there's been a couple other people who started YouTube channels because they saw me out here fishing and talk to me and stuff like that. And so I'm like, yeah, it's fun. You guys should really try. That's what's happening when you take children fishing. They outfish you and think it's easy. That's very, very true. That's very true. Because, I mean, basically how the competition really started was back to that point. As she was in kindergarten or first grade, and she's like, they had a thing in school saying icing on the cake. So what my daughter's icing on the cake was, because we'd go out sturgeon fishing and she'd outfish me every time. The icing on the cake was she could outfish me anytime sturgeon fishing. And so far that has been true. So far that has been true. Except for one time, and that was when she was turning 18. I finally beat her. The year she was turning 18, I finally beat her in one of our little challenges. But for all those years, I just never beat her. But if I was using the same bait as her and stuff like that, instead of trying to get different size fish, because she would always use worms, which is a great bait for any style of fish, any kind of fish. She would always use worms. And I would always use squid, or I would use fresh bait, or not necessarily something for numbers, but something for, maybe a bigger fish, because dad always wanted to catch a bigger fish, which is, I think most people's want, and it ain't always about bigger fish, but we always like to catch bigger fish, right? So I really want to learn how to catch the walleye over there on the Columbia River. That would be fun to finally learn how to catch those Walters. I've yet to catch one out there on the Columbia River, but I haven't really spent any time fishing for them. Last year when we done that 2-day trip over on the Columbia River, it would have been a third day if we didn't catch, the amount of fish we did. It would have been 3 days over there on the Columbia River, but it ended up only being 2 days because we had so much success. So we done a shad fishing video. I did fish for walleye, but all I caught were bass. So it went from being a walleye video to being a bass video. And then we also had the sturgeon video. And Bug, so sweet. She wanted an oversized sturgeon, and she did catch an oversized sturgeon. It just wasn't that 7 or 8 footer that she wanted. I don't think she would have been able to handle it, because that one small oversized one, it really worked her over pretty good. And by the way, she got COVID now today, so, and I haven't seen her in over a week, so I know I wasn't contaminated by her or anything, because I hadn't seen her. Which is odd that I don't see her for that long of a period. Well, I don't think it was quite a week, but it's been a minute. And so she got COVID. I found out the other day, so that's kind of. I'm sure she's gonna be fine because she had her boosters and her shots and everything. So I think she'll be all right. So she just found out yesterday she got COVID. So she's trying to get better, and so we'll see what happens. So I've got the DC is the one that's got the power bait on it, 8 pound. Of course, the worm setup's only got 4 pound test on it. It's actually got 8 pound braid, but you know how that goes. You want to catch big fish on light lines, so you go ahead and you put smaller line on it, which is what I did. Was 8 pound main line, which is braid, and then 4 pound fluorocarbon leader, so that you can. That way you don't have to feel like you're just winching them in. You got to have a loose drag so that you don't break them off. And when I was out last weekend, I thought I broke that last fish I had bite. I thought I broke it off, but I didn't. He just threw the hook. So I can't wait for steelhead season to come back around. I wish I had more time to go over to the coast and do. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's always good to know people care, and willing to pray for folks, I appreciate that, y'all. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, last weekend I thought I broke that last fish off, but it was found out that I just missed it altogether. But it was acting weird because it just kind of picked it up and was just kind of swimming around like it didn't even know there was a hook there. So yeah, Bug's gonna be 18 this year, which is cool, I guess. I guess she grown up. Worm and Bobber girl's grown up, got a kid, Just amazing how everything just happens in a blink of an eye when you're, it's truly like they say, if you blink, you might just miss everything. That's definitely true. Definitely true. Well, the winds died down some. I reckon that's probably a plus, right? That the winds died down some. I really don't want to move because I've had baits in this area for so long. You just never know when you're going to get that bite. I mean, I've had a couple bites out of this area, so that's yeah. We're back down to 0 watchers right now. Wow. Prineville Reservoir, Lake Tuscus, my 2 favorite places to fish. Nice. I'm glad to hear that. Um, haven't been to Prineville for 23. Wow. Haven't been to Lake Tuscus for about 11 years. I believe Lake Tuscus we used to camp. Oh yeah. Way upstream on the res side. Oh yeah, yeah. You can definitely do that at Lake Tuscus on the. It's called they call it pelt, or they call it Indian Park is what they call it. That place where you can camp way upstream on Lake Suntuscus. Yeah, that's always a fun place. Wind. So there's three possibilities for next weekend for me to go to. One is either Lake Billy Chinook, Lake Suntuscus, or Haystack. Because Lake Suntuscus, I've been wanting to get my boat out there on Lake Suntuscus and do some trolling for the trout. That's always fun. Always a fun time to do that. So it's really going to depend on wind for my boat. Like my kayak, I've had it out in like 20-mile-an-hour winds and was just fine. But that little boat of mine, I don't know that it would quite do so great. I have had it out there in some nasty wind. It wasn't intentional, because we went out there and the weather was great. And then all of a sudden it turned on us and we had to book it back to the boat ramp. So that was pretty choppy. And that video was like the third video I ever put out on YouTube. So you guys might want to go check that out. We caught so many trout that day on wedding rings, trolling through there. So something you might think about doing is going out there if you got a boat and trolling around there by the dam. We hit both dam areas and we had luck on both areas, but most of the luck was down at the one at the north end of the reservoir or lake. So wow, it's just like finally got calm out here. I'm just thinking, well, what do I do now? It's like I've had bait in this area for so long. This is the longest I've been in one spot, but it's been the most productive spot today so far. Is the spot I'm at now. No, I see there's still one subscriber, or one person still on there. Oh, now there's two, because it keeps bouncing between one or two, and then it'll go to zero. So I don't know if it's like bad reception or something, on there that's causing it to be like that. I don't know, because it goes up, down. Like just a minute ago there was two, then there was one, then there back up to two. So I don't know how that's working out. But no, everybody counts in my opinion, because you guys are what make this channel go. If it wasn't for you guys, there'd be no point in me even having a channel. So yeah, you guys definitely count. Everybody counts. We're hoping to have a giveaway soon. How fast is soon? I don't know yet. We've had one giveaway since we had this channel going. Well, technically, it's not one giveaway, because what I've done was I've had some silent giveaways. Nobody knew I was giving things away. Basically, what was going on was I had stuff that I was willing to give away, and I didn't let anybody know about it. Basically, what it was, if somebody came up, seen me while I was fishing, mentioned something, I wouldn't tell them that I was giving things away. And basically, what would happen was I would have, because I had some addicted hats, or I've had some baits that I felt like other people could capitalize off of, that I've caught and fish off of, and so I would give either an addicted hat away, or I would give a soft plastic or a hard plastic bait that I had confidence in. That way, people would be able to use it and hopefully catch fish. And of course, Addicted is like the premier um, YouTube channel in this, really in the Northwest. That, as far as I can tell, I'm not real sure if I'm the only one that feels that way, but they are a big channel. So I was giving away some of their hats because I had them, and I wasn't wearing them. If it's not a red hat, I'm probably not gonna wear it. I buy things thinking that, well, maybe I'll wear it, but if it ain't red, St. Louis hat or a Kansas City hat, Chiefs hat, I'm not gonna wear it. Because baseball at St. Louis, I don't watch baseball, but I'm still a Cardinals fan, and like football, everybody knows I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm from Missouri, so I'm a Chiefs fan. That's part of the reason why I'm a Cardinals fan, is because I'm from Missouri. And besides, they're red. I like red. So, and then so anywho, back to the potential giveaway in the near future is once we get to 500 subscribers, I want to have another giveaway. Basically, what it boils down to. And if you're not watching the live stream, you will not know about this giveaway unless somebody tells you about it. And right now, it looks like I've only got one person watching, so one person's going to know about the giveaway. Basically, when it gets closer to the time. Oh man. I think we're glitching out here. Yeah, I would definitely. Probably get a bite if I'd stop watching my rods so much and start eating my lunch. And I brought a sandwich. I did. Oh, now that I see that, it shows that there's one person watching again, even though they probably didn't leave. It's just a glitch in the system. Was we get to 500. I want to have another giveaway. Once we get to 500 subscribers. So, and when we get closer to 500, I will make an announcement on YouTube that we're planning on having a giveaway at 500 subscribers. So, for the ones who are watching right now, the one person, if you want to pass it on, that we're gonna have, we may, but well, there ain't no potential. We are gonna have a giveaway when we get to 500. So, you might want to pass that on. Say, hey, this guy's having a giveaway when he gets to 500. Might help, might not. Don't know. So, well, I'm going to wait until probably 12:30 before I have lunch. So, I'm almost wondering if I should reel in my power bait set up and check it. I don't know. We'll see. Day's young. Probably getting close to. We might give this live stream another 5-6 minutes, unless you guys want me to stay on here longer. If you guys want me to stay on here longer, let me know. If not, well, then we're gonna probably land it in about 5-6 minutes, something like that. So. Whoa. It's been such a nice day, even though it's been cold and windy. It's still a nice day. I can't complain about a day of fishing. A day of fishing makes my life go. I've been fishing since I ever since I can remember. Um, I will. I probably will fish no matter what. Probably no matter what. Um, for sure. Got some Cheetos. Got a corned beef sandwich. Um, I think that's all I brought for lunch, which is plenty. I don't need to eat a whole lot, anyways, while I'm fishing. But yeah, what's your guys' favorite bait to use when you're fishing? Let me know in the comments. Come on, let me know. What's your favorite bait? I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. Tell me, please. Check it out, y'all. A lot of birds flying around, for sure. Well, swimming around. Not right now at this end, but earlier there was a lot. What's your guys' biggest fish you caught? What's the biggest fish you guys caught? Seems like the wind's picking up again. Too bad the bites aren't picking up. Are you hoping for a giveaway of a free fish taco, huh? Huh. I don't know. Are you gonna make a fish taco? Are you gonna come over while I'm fishing and have one of my fish tacos? That would be fun. Have a meet and greet and oh yeah, crappies. Always a great taco. Well, I don't usually make tacos out of crappies. Usually um yeah, usually I don't do fish tacos out of crappies. Normally crappies I just I'll put like a little cornmeal and flour and salt and pepper on there, and then I'll fry it up, and then I'll eat it like a crispy fish. Um, I don't. It seems like anymore when I catch crappies, I end up giving them away. Why I don't? I like to eat crappie. Have no problem with eating a crappie, but there's always seems to be somebody who wants them more than I do, because I'm not like the biggest fish eater in the world, you know. But like I'll give a lot more fish away than what I. Um, a lot of times when I go fishing, there's people who want them more than I do. But yeah. So I give away a lot of fish that I do keep. It seems like, just because so many people want them. Like crappies, like one of my favorite fish to eat if I'm going to eat fish. So are channel catfish. That's another one of the fish I really like to eat is channel cat. So, um, I really enjoy those two fish for eating, channel cat and crappies. Always deliciousness. Always deliciousness. So, so yeah, I would definitely like to have a meet and greet though. That's always fun when you can get a group of people out, fishing just for meet and greet. That's always fun. Um, I have thought about having meet and greets to where I bring out a gas grill and I cook up hamburgers and hot dogs. That would be fun. But I don't know if people would actually be here to meet me or if people would actually be here to or if people would actually be out here just for the food. you know. So I don't know, but. Well, yeah, I think I may land up. I think I will. I got two people watching. I mean, why not keep it up? Keep on going if I got two people watching. I mean, I would keep going if one person was watching, if they wanted me to. I mean, I just like the fact that I got people watching and wanting to see what I'm doing. Even though not a lot's really happening. It's kind of like I don't want to bore people to death. Of course, if I end the live stream, I'm not going to be done fishing. I'm just just for the time being, it would be just turn it off the live stream is what it would be. Yeah, family back in Missouri. Wow. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of ponds back there to fish. A lot of lakes too. Oh, I love to eat me some snapping turtle. Oh, those are delicious. 100% deliciousness. For sure. Turtles are one of my favorite things to eat. Oh, growing up, eating them snapping turtles. Oh, deliciousness. I'm telling you. Oh, yeah. You cannot like the snakes, but me, I don't mind the snakes. I just assume not be bitten by one. I don't want to get sent to the hospital. I don't want to. I don't want to. There's so many venomous snakes in Missouri. Oh yeah, the biggest bass I caught when I was growing up in Missouri was 6 pound largemouth on a lipless crankbait. Now I've caught a lot of fish in Missouri when I was growing up there, but as far as biggest bass, it would be the lipless crankbait. What I caught my biggest one on back there. Now in Oregon, I caught an 8 pound largemouth. I caught them at Primeville Reservoir. Caught both of them in the same day. Definitely catfish in Missouri and stuff like that. Yeah, I grew up in the Springfield area. Some kind of special trout and prime res. I think some kind of a cutthroat. It was supposed to eat up a bunch of other trash fish. Really? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it could be. I don't exactly. I think it was 27 something. The local up there had a petition. They didn't want them fish put in there. Really? All stuff I didn't know. There, they were afraid you're going to eat all the young rainbows. Oh, really? Um, so they quit putting those fish in there. Huh? Really? I did not know that. Wow. A lot of history, I guess. There. Well, there it is. I guess there's a lot of history there. You know. It seems like people wouldn't complain too much about a cutthroat type fish. Of course, from what I understand, Crooked River used to have a lot of cutthroat in there, but now it's every time I've ever fished, it's been mostly all I've ever caught out of there was rainbows. Out of Crooked. Alrighty. Thank you guys for watching. I think this is going to be it. Until next time, this is G-Man out. We out. Peace.